Hope Bay project is a new gold mine up in the Canadian Arctic in Nunavut. We're at the beginning of a long journey of exploration.
Our team has about 400 years of Arctic experience. They are all handpicked for this job, so we're really lucky to have really good people.
Newmont has a long history of taking on difficult logistics projects in all different parts of the world. What's new about this is the degree of difficulty in moving cargo to Hope Bay in the Arctic.
It's an annual sea lift. Everything for the next year comes in the previous year.
It's their biggest one yet. It's their third one, I believe, and it's the largest sea lift they've had so far.
There are 15 other vessels that will be involved in the sea lift that head from different ports around North America.
We departed May 6th from St. John's, Newfoundland, and traveled approximately 1,700 nautical miles to Savannah, Georgia to load the barge.
This barge is going to have 8 buildings on it, between 180 ton to 150 ton structures.
The modules that are currently on the barge are about a 10,200 square foot office facility. We have several offices that run down each side. There are a number of conference rooms, a lunch room, and then we've got cubicles that run the center of both the top and bottom floors.
I would say this is one of our bigger, more unique projects by far. Just from the sheer magnitude of the buildings and the size alone has just been so much larger than anything else we've ever done.
Shipping on barges is unique. Instead of having a ship with a container where everything is safe and secure, you have a number of high-value pieces of equipment and/or infrastructure materials sitting out on decks exposed to weather. So in the process of organizing that, you have to pay very, very close attention to the way those are secured and tied down for safety reasons.
We're going in the Arctic, and there's a complete different environment. I don't know if you follow on Discovery Channel the crab fishers, if you've seen them. That's where they are. You can imagine what it will do to that barge if worst case scenario hits it.
There's no point in doing any of this if it doesn't get there. It absolutely and positively has to get there.
Senior management here is under tremendous pressure to get the equipment loaded, get the barge moving, and we have a long way to go.
It's a tight schedule and everybody's under the gun and trying to do a lot of things in a short period of time.
We've been working daylight and night to 2, 3 o'clock in the morning to get 2 units on in one day.
Timing is critical. We have 3 pinch points in the project. First, the departure from here to reach our reservation at the Panama Canal. Second pinch point is we pick up more project cargo in Richmond, BC, and go around Alaska into the Canadian Arctic. And then the third one is we have to be in and out of the Arctic in a 6-week window.
We're a little bit behind schedule because the tug had a mechanical problem in the Panama Canal, which we lost several days.
When we left Panama, we had a good weather for about 3 or 4 days, then it started to blow. We were bucking northwest winds, probably about 25, 30 knots all the way up.
Really what we're doing is hitting a sequence of windows all the way through. And if we miss a window, we miss all subsequent windows. The barge originally sailed from St. John's, Newfoundland, picked up all those modules in Savannah, Georgia, sailed down to the Panama Canal, and arrived here 2 days ago. ready for the last of the cargo for Newmont.
We're loading an assortment of items from steel to rolling equipment to cranes, basically construction infrastructure, materials, and equipment.
Right now, for this loading process, it is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week operation, and it's been like that for some time. We want to be out of the Roberts Bay area and heading west out of the Arctic before the end of September. Otherwise, ice will force you to stay there all winter long.
So where the X is, that's where our portal goes into the hill. It'll actually come out at this elevation. There'll be a big tunnel and straight into the mountain right there.
Newmont has set a very high standard. They're very easy to work with. They're willing to help us, help them.
They try to maximize Inuit involvement, Inuit companies, and we have found Newmont to be just an excellent company to work with.
There's genuine excitement. We know that there's going to be more and more jobs and opportunities for young people. There's new training opportunities being offered all the time.
And we've got some training initiatives to get some people from the north down into our plants in the south, and then get them back up here on the project with that training.
There will be jobs and there will be employment, training, as well as business opportunities for the community. Not only for this community, but for the outlying communities as well.
Right now we have about 250 people on site, and we have an obligation and a commitment to maximize our Inuit employment.
Bécancour is strategically located on the St. Lawrence River in deep water. It allows us the opportunity to use a ship versus a barge that will sail at approximately 16 knots, where a barge is typically 7 or 8 knots, so it's twice as fast. The sailing time from here is roughly 12 days to the mine site where it will be discharged.
Today we are loading the vessel Rosaire de Gagne. We're ending to Roberts Bay for Newmont 3 days from now, so it's a big load of all kinds of cargo.
From the East Coast, we've been serving mines and community in the East Arctic and I-Arctic, but never to the West.
It's been a long haul up to Roberts Bay here. It's a significant voyage. After a few hours of work taking the lashings off and things, we should be starting to swing some containers ashore.
From the time we arrive till we have our infrastructure in place, I'm hoping to 15 days to plug the mine dry in and have a place for the underground miners to work out of.
What's next after the sea lift? We're going to start our winter construction program and winter drilling. We're about to start going underground in October, so that'll be the commencement of formal mine operations. The Arctic environment here is pristine. We have got a really good culture on this job site of environmental stewardship. We're collecting a huge amount of baseline environmental data to allow us to dial in our programs, put the best quality environmental impact statement possible forward, and make sure we're developing this district in the most responsible manner.
Newmont has really worked out very well, and they've really built on the many successes associated with that property, and everybody's looking forward to working with them.
Ultimately, we want to have a long-term, sustainable, profitable operations while maintaining our stewardship of the environment, social responsibility, and the safety of our contractors and employees.
You have to be very optimistic and excited about it all.
The future is very bright.
You know, it doesn't stop with the sea lift. This is a big box to tick, and we have another big sea lift next year. The wheels keep on going. So that's our sea lift story for 2010. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'd like to thank you on behalf of Newmont, the Hope Bay leadership team, and myself personally for everybody's contributions to making this sea lift a success. We've had lots of challenges, but I think the team has met those challenges in a very professional, positive way, and I'm proud of that. So thanks to our contractors, our suppliers, all of the people at the ports, the stevedores, our support people in Nevada, people helping us out in Denver, everybody at site, our project office in Edmonton, and our operations office in Vancouver. Thanks to everybody for making this a success.